That's your neighborhood ninja, and I'm here with Manny Fresh
Yeah.
and my brother KFT. What's up? What's up?
Orale. So, Manny, I got a question for you, homeboy.
What's up? What's
I
up?
I was tuned in to the podcast, the most recent one, and I did not know that Jerry the King Lawler had a son. The only
Well,
one I
he's got a
remember
son,
was God damn it, what's his name?
Brian Christopher.
Not Scotty,
Brian Christopher.
Grandmaster Sexay,
Oh,
See,
that's right.
whatever the
yeah,
fuck his name was. But what's up with his other son? Was a UFC champ?
bro.
So what happened?
Man, okay, check it out. What happened was this: Ash hit us and hit us with the shout out, right? And Shaggy was reading it. I'm off to the side. I'm off camera, so I'm off to the side, and he said, "What's up, the talks hit? What's up? You know, don't forget the new show coming out." Da, 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 da. And then he just said it real quick. He's like, "Robbie Lawler," and then we had just talked about Jerry the King Lawler. Keegan had just mentioned Jerry the King Lawler. So then he was like, he looks at me and he says, "Who's Robbie Lawler?" And I was like, "Oh man, that's the King's son, one of the King's son." And they were like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then they were like, "But what was his other one? This and that, da da da." Then they were like, "Grandmaster Sexy." And then as they're talking about it, I'm thinking, and then they got into the whole Gold Dust and Cody Rhodes deal and this and that. So I'm thinking to myself, "Oh man, I just fucked up." And I was like, "I know they're gonna blaze me. I know they're gonna blaze me, bro." Because I'm like, Robbie Lawler, that's the babyface boy from UFC.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was just like, "What the fuck, man? How stupid can I be?" And I guess like one person said something about UFC in the chat room,
Yeah.
but nobody else really like caught it. So I apologize, man. I apologize to the Talk Shit fans. I apologize to you guys. What was the question though, Ash? Like, what did you want to say about him?
It's just ever since I knew like Rob Lawler, since like fucking when he started, or when he started fighting and shit. I always thought that if he painted his face like Shaggy, he looked like Shaggy. I've always just thought that, and that's what I said, that Rob Lawler would look like Shaggy too, though, if he painted his face. And then I'm like, now
Well,
Shaggy
he-
probably hold on. I'm like, now Shaggy thinks that I think he looks like Jerry the King Lawler. You know what I'm saying?
Shaggy looks like Grandmaster Sexy.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, man.
But see, he didn't read all that. He didn't get a chance to read all that. He got the bullet points. So that's why I was like, damn, did something happen to Robbie Lawler? Like, you know, what's the deal? So I was just like, damn. And then it was so funny, man. So I think his name is Josh. I can't remember the guy
Yeah.
who does the behind the scenes shit.
Right.
And he was just like, I said, "Bro, I fucked up." He said, "What you mean?" And I told him. He started laughing. Oh my God. He says, "Bro, the chat room is gonna kill you." And I was like, it won't be the first time or my last. You know, he started laughing and shit. So I was just crazy, man. So it was nuts, man. So I apologize, but you know, all players fuck up too. You know.
Yeah.
All right, well, props to Shaggy and the Creep. And speaking of wrestling, Manny, what you got today?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege, my honor to introduce this young lady who is tearing up the houses from city to city. She just ripped it in Dallas for WrestleMania weekend. She's tearing it up in San Antonio. It's a name that you're going to remember. And if you don't already know, you should know by now. This is Miss Key Vibez.
Hey guys, what's up?
Keep vibes in the
Hey.
house. Talks hit. Back at it.
Hey.
Before we get started, guys, I got some shit I got to say.
What's up, man?
Okay.
I just had one of Mr. Tudo's nightmares happen to me.
Uh-oh.
And it just happened. So right now I'm doing like a whole bunch of house demolition, if you want to call that. You want to call it. And when I came down here to plug in these AirPods, I felt something in my ear.
Oh hell
I
no!
was like, what the fuck is that? So I take the AirPod out and I start digging, and a some bug flew out of that bitch.
Damn.
And I was like, what the fuck? That just happened. It just happened like right now. So my bad. I didn't want to trip out the talk, but just had to mention it.
Oh man.
It was as terrifying as he describes it.
so let me make sure. Exactly.
Bad,
that's what I'm saying. A bug just flew out of your ear, bro.
Yeah.
And you didn't know it. What the hell?
Exactly. What did he say? Con. It was con all over again.
Yeah, Wrath the Con.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
See, no, man, that's that good California weed, bro. That's that.
Right?
You need to leave it alone when you're doing housework, Commodore. You sit there home improving, and you're high as a kite right now. Got bugs flying in your ears and shit.
Fucking shit.
It happened, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, so my bad. All right.
No, you're
good. As you see, we're crazy. Miss Vibes. But but go ahead, start it out, Ash. What you got?
So I want to start out with WrestleMania. You had a match in Dallas, right?
Oh yes. Yeah, I had 2 matches actually.
Shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to be out there. Although like how do you say it? I like staying in the San Antonio area though. Because Dallas doesn't how do you say it? Dallas didn't really have the vibes for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. What happened?
Yeah.
But who'd you wrestle? Weren't you in the main event with RVD? I might be wrong about that.
Oh well, yeah. Well, yeah. So that was on RCW. They had a whole like change to that match. Only for like production things happening and stuff. But no, I was able to face like their champion, Maddie Rankowski. So yeah. That was a good match, but I didn't win, but I think I'm gonna get my chance pretty soon. So, and then also for the Hybrid Mania 2 as well. It was a tag match. It was Jimmy Wang, his daughter, and then it was me, Brandon Vibez, and then also Maddie Rankowski. It was like a 3-on-3 tag match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then actually, we didn't fall victorious on that one either. So.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
So wait,
who's
what was the
booking
first
this
match?
Shit?
Hey, as Mr. Sabu said it one time. All right, if you ain't got friends in the writing room, you ain't got shit. Okay?
Exactly. If you ain't got friends in the bookers, if you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no booker friends, you're in trouble. So I don't know. Maybe Miss Vibes got some heat somewhere. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. No, yeah, my time's gonna come soon.
There you go. There you go. That's right. She said, "I gotta open a can of whoop ass on them bitches." Ah.
Well, not only that, you went to WrestleMania, right?
Oh yeah, so that was a huge surprise. That wasn't planned at all. So it was like a surprise to us and the whole hybrid crew, the whole hybrid crew.
Damn.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now, did you go one day or both days?
It was only that Sunday, so yeah. But still, like that whole Sunday was crazy because it was like Stone Cold came out,
right?
Undertaker came out, like it was just like my whole childhood just coming, to life.
Damn, to witness that. God damn.
Yeah. It was nice. How do you say it? Like I don't want to be, super crazy fan, but I am a fan, because like I don't like when people say that stuff, like, oh, like you're a mark, but that thing is like. If like how do you say it? Like you're gonna have to be if you're like a wrestler,
Yeah, we're all marks. If we got into business, we got into it because we loved it as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely nothing wrong with being a mark.
Hell no. Everybody, every wrestler is a mark unless you're like Randy Orton, where it's in the blood. Your dad did it. This is what you're doing. This is what you're gonna be when you grow up. You ain't got no choice. Then that's a different story. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody else who watched it as a kid and like we're gonna ask you those questions in a little bit. Is like who's your favorite wrestler, stuff like that. But like you said, to watch this. that's one of the first questions. Let me ask you because you're fairly young, correct?
Yes, I'm 22 at the moment.
Damn,
See,
22.
and how long
Doing it
have
up
you
like
been
that?
wrestling?
Yeah, so I started wrestling at the age of like towards the end of like my 17th birthday.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so yeah, I was still in high school at the time, so I had, yeah, it was just gonna be like my whole, like graduation year and everything.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so yeah, I started at in 2018.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
That's
So
great.
yeah, so you're getting your time in, and that's what's up. So I mean, yeah, you're fairly young. You're pretty new to the business. I noticed that you've been getting a little bit of work outside, not just Dallas, but like outside of San Antonio. Like where are some of the places that you've got a chance to wrestle?
Oh yeah, so I was able to travel to Mississippi, things like that, like Oklahoma, things like just like like small things like that. But I feel like as time goes on, like it's only gonna grow from there. Like I'm gonna start going to different places, hopefully different countries. Like hopefully one day, like different countries like Japan.
Yeah,
That's the beginning.
definitely, man. I mean, that's a goal to set is to I read that in your bio is that you wanna get around the world. You want to get as many places as you can. And that's the right attitude to have. Some people are just happy with in their little comfort zone, like you said, San Antonio. San Antonio knows me, so I'm happy just wrestling in San Antonio. No, man, you want to get out there. You want to wrestle as many places as you can. You want fans to know you all over the world. You know what I mean, or as best as you can. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's up. That's cool. Which brings me to the question: when you were growing up, which is not that long ago, who were your favorite wrestlers growing up? Exactly, that's still a couple months ago. So
yeah,
who?
so as a kid, I have like a few like VCR videos of me, like chanting like The Rock. So it was always like The Rock for me. Like something about him, like he had like this energy that I don't know, like I just felt like in love with it because it was just like it was just like electrifying. Like he just had like this thing to him, and it just made me want to be like that.
Now, which rock we talking about? Because there's three of them.
She's
There's Rocky
22, bro.
Maivia.
She's 22.
Well, hold on.
Hey,
hold
wait a
on.
minute, though. That's how you know it's real shit. She said VHS, VCR tape.
Exactly.
That's how you know you're legit.
Exactly.
Rewind.
So it's Rocky Maivia, and then it's Rock with what was the name? Nation of Domination, and then there's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock. So out of those three, which one did you start liking the first time?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it was electrifying kind.
Was that wait? Wasn't he with like Triple H?
At the time, yeah, but like when I
you're talking about the corporation.
Yeah, corporation.
Oh yeah. Like when he used to be with like Ric Flair, Booker T, and all that, things like that. Like I just fell in love at that time. And then it was also and then also like Booker T was also my my second favorite too.
So here at Talk Shit, we like to get the dirt. All right.
Oh,
so
okay.
Let us know how they mistreat you at Hybrid Wrestling. I'm just playing. No. let us know how they choose other people. How the highest paid student gets the belt. Right.
The people, the one who's paid the most in fees, in training fees, got the belt now. We're just playing. Look,
hey, 10 seats. I deserve the Intercontinental.
Exactly, but we gotta clarify, Mr. Marvel, we're just playing. Mr. Marvel, we're just playing.
But but for real, so how do you deal with like the nerves, the butterflies, if you will? Like, do you still get them? Is in the beginning, how hard was that? How do you deal with that?
Like it's actually funny because those like they don't ever go away from me. Like it's a thing that I feel like I'm always gonna have. And I know
Uh
it
huh.
sounds kind of weird, but like there's a few people that I've met and they're like, no, like I don't get nervous no more. And I'm like, but how do you not get nervous? Like, each time, like a day before like the show, I'm over here like shaking, like thinking about like, like what I'm gonna do, thinking about what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And the same thing too with like interviews. Like I've always been like the quiet type in school, so I was not a talker. So like just like doing this now is like a big step for me because like like growing up I always had like social anxiety. I had a stuttering issue. Like I was
Really?
never able to talk. Yeah,
And
so
that's cool.
this is different.
That
Yeah.
is cool, man. Because I would have never guessed watching your entrances and you coming out and you walk out and
Right.
they don't know how to take you, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you start yelling at people and shit. That's what I'm like, dude. I was like, and then you tell us this. I was like, I would have never guessed. But I mean, that's awesome that you were able to use that to your advantage to say, hey, you know what? This is part of my wrestling character. This
Mhm.
is what I'm gonna be. This is who I am when I'm in the ring. You know what I mean? And that's awesome, man. How do how does like your family and everybody feel about your choice of careers right now?
Yes. Yeah, so thankfully, like I'm blessed to have like a family that was really like into wrestling. Like they've always like, because my grandma and my grandpa they used to take my mom to Southwest Championship Wrestling. So they grew up with it. So like it's always been in the family. So like TV everywhere. Like like as we speak now, my grandpa's in the other room. He's over there watching wrestling. So it's like it's everywhere. It's
That's
just
Oh
awesome.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
SmackDown. Yup,
yeah.
that's
So
cool, man.
yeah, yeah. So they're completely 100% like supportive. Like they help me so much with everything, and I can't appreciate them enough than I do
That's
now.
what's up.
Also, they were a bit jelly belly when you were at
Mhm.
WrestleMania,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I had my
huh?
brother. Yeah, I had like cause like he's a real big fan of Stone Cold, and he's always been. And he was texting me. He was like, "I hate you so much. Like like I hate you." I was like, "Oh,
You always
sorry."
got that on him, huh?
Exactly. And you see his
Mhm.
very last two matches.
Right.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. Is the last time, not the last time he'll get in the ring, but the
Yeah.
last time he'll ever wrestle, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Like I give them props. Same thing with Triple H. You know what I'm saying? Is
Mhm.
because those guys right there, those are men of their word. They're not gonna beef with Vince McMahon, then all of a sudden turn around and next thing you know, you see them on AEW. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's like no, when they're done and they say they're done as far as wrestling.
Well, she got to witness the last ever Stone Cold Stunner on Vince McMahon. That's really special if you think about it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Fuck yeah, it is. Hell yeah.
So hey, we got a question,
Uh huh.
and I'm gonna have KFT because Ash usually asks this question, but me and KFT were talking a little bit ago, and so KFT, you hit her with the question
Oh fuck.
that Ash usually asks.
So I'm hoping you have watched these three films that I'm about to bring up.
Oh man, I'm excited.
Um, the first one is American Me. The second film is Blood In, Blood Out, and the third film is Mi Vida Loca, or Crazy Life. Which of those three do you consider the best?
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I ain't never seen any of them.
Wow.
What?
She's 22.
What?
here's
Just
here's
Holy.
here's my explanation though. Okay, because like my mom's the type to be like, hey, you can't be watching that stuff. So
Okay.
okay, but nowadays, I still haven't just had like the chance to watch it, and that's been on my top, like my top three to watch, and I haven't watched it yet. That
Okay.
one and Scarface, like those are my top three to watch right now, and I have not got to them. So
Okay.
yeah,
We'll
so
let you slide.
as much as I want to answer that
I'll
question,
let you
yeah,
slide.
I can't.
We'll let
because
you
of the
I
age.
can't let her
Because of
slide.
the age.
because of her
Hold
mom.
on. I can't let her slide. I named my son after that movie. Well, no, it's true. I did.
I believe it. Your son's
Hey,
name's Big
no,
L, right?
no, it's Cruz. What the fuck, Miguel?
No,
No,
Big
I
L.
said Big
Oh,
L.
I was
No,
like,
yeah,
Miguel.
but I do know Crucito. Yeah, yeah,
He's like, no,
yeah.
no, no.
All
He's
right,
like,
hold
I
on.
call myself Big L. He's Little L.
We're good friends with that guy, what's his name? Crucito.
Yeah.
We're good
Yup.
friends with him too. So yeah. So like I know him, but I don't know the damn movie. That's
You,
sad, right?
hey, if you need to go behind your, what did you say, your grandma, right? That don't let you watch it.
Yeah.
Her mom.
Oh, her
Well,
mom.
both
Her
of them.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
both of them. They're like, you
It's
ain't
on.
watching that stuff.
It's on
Like,
YouTube.
no, mija.
Yeah, look it up on
I
YouTube.
Look it up on YouTube.
It's on there.
You know what? For a minute there, that was the only spot I could find Blood in Blood Out
Yeah,
with
me
YouTube.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
no, yeah.
but go ahead and watch it. I swear, it'll change your life, and I hope for the
All
good.
right.
Not like
Cool.
everybody else that I know. It changed it for the worse. You know.
Not like
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah, they get the wrong
Oh
picture.
shit! They didn't get the message. They got
Yeah,
the wrong message.
yeah, they did. But
They
all
didn't
right.
catch the real one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got a question real quick
Okay. Cool.
about like your character. Like
Mhm.
what is it that you're trying to sell? You know what I mean? Like what's your character supposed to be?
Yeah. So I'm basically like a lover of like music, right? But
Right.
specifically, I'm just into like old school like heavy metal, like
All
like
right.
classic rock music. So I'm trying to give off that vibe of like just like heavy metal, but just trying to bring it old school again, and just show like that I have like a rage in me, and when my rage comes out, like I'm unstoppable at that point.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so
like that
that's what
shit.
I'm. hmm Thank you,
W-
appreciate it.
Well, I've seen some of your work, like it says, from the matches that I got a chance to see, and I gotta give you a couple props, man. The one of my favorite moves is when they're on the ground and they're sitting up, and you come through with that clothesline.
Yo, I was gonna say the
Holy
same shit.
shit! Yeah, that is a beast right there. Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, so that one, so I'm also like a big fan of like the Miz, right? So
Yeah.
like me being small, it's really hard for me to jump into like the middle one. Like he does it in like the corner of like the ring.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Marvel found a way for me to still hit that move, but to find it in a
Damn.
way where I can hit it with anybody. So like yeah, so that's how I came up with, or he helped me, come up with that move, and it's just like a sitting clothesline basically. And yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Damn, that's awesome.
I want to ask you about that picture. Like I just think that you should try it. You know what I mean? Like if you don't, you don't, whatever. But you know that picture where you're wearing the Guns N' Roses shirt?
Yeah.
I really think you should dress your like that for your character. That looks great. I thought that was your attire actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that looks really awesome. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a suggestion, you know.
No, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, yeah. Because I was actually thinking about getting some like pants like that. Like some pants like
Yeah,
that. That have like the mesh,
right.
kind of like a mesh. Like I guess like a design in it or something like that. Yeah, like that'll be
Yeah.
pretty.
I think you
Yeah.
look badass like that.
That would be pretty tight. Yeah, especially with the old school shirts.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the different pictures with the
Oh yeah,
different
like
metal
the
heavy.
mohawk.
Yeah, different heavy metal bands and ACDC I seen you in, and which one were you talking about? Ash,
The Guns
Guns
N'
N'
uh,
Roses.
Roses.
Guns N'
But I
Roses.
mean, if you think
So
about it, she could do what like Raven used to, you know. But
Different.
she cuts off the sleeves and shit, and
Oh,
yeah,
Raven.
yeah,
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
True. Yeah.
That look fresh as fuck. And then I could send you some
yeah.
AKW and Tox Hit shirts, and you could sport those too.
Hey,
There you go.
so I'll get some.
There you go. Hell yeah. Talk shit.
Right.
Talk shit. Hell yeah.
All right,
That
yeah,
that could
but
be one of your moves and shit.
Right.
Hit it with that talk shit,
hit
girl.
with the Tox Hit.
Talk shit is the shit and pulls the move.
Hell yeah.
Nah,
Hell yeah.
Man,
Hit it.
y'all give me ideas now.
There you go.
man,
That's
go
what's
for it, for
up,
real. Do
man.
it, do it.
Okay,
Right?
so I gotta ask, business wise, so far, who's your favorite match that you've had against?
My favorite match. Okay.
Yeah.
So, from like a like a learning aspect of everything,
Mhm.
I would say like I did learn a lot from Thunder Rosa. I was
Yeah.
actually able to, I actually had the opportunity to wrestle her. I believe it was in 2019 when when I had when I had like a match with her, and
Uh huh.
like she's incredible. Like like I don't know, but like there's something about her, but she taught me like just like so much in that match.
Yeah.
But like she kicks my ass. I'm not gonna lie, but she still did teach me at the same time, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
That's the shit with Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Badass. I like her. I think she's good.
Say her. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now to follow along with that question, what's one of the suckiest matches where you just been like right after where you want to just to drop that chick in the back in the locker room? You'd be like, pendeja, just. I know there's got to be one.
I would say, man, honestly, Miss Michelle.
Oh.
Man,
Oh.
about her, man. She always finds a way to cheat, you know? Like, she ain't fair.
Oh, see? Look, see, we didn't know that. She's a cheater. We didn't know that part of it.
I hope she knows that Miss Michelle is one of our homegirls, too.
Yeah, Miss Michelle is one of our homegirls.
That's not right, guys.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm not choosing sides. Fuck all that.
Exactly. We're not choosing sides.
We're not choosing sides. It's kind of like Manny versus Chris Marvel. I'm not choosing sides, but I want to see the shit. You know
Uh-oh.
Ain't no cheating going on there. I whoop Marvel's ass. That's it.
No.
That's it. It's over. Even the students will be like, "Are you okay?" Exactly. Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? That man was really, really rough looking. I'll just
gonna be like,
man.
Funaki, get this Trump out of here.
No, she's great. Like in the ring and everything. She's like super talented. She's, how do you say like, how do you say it? From like the way that I met her in the beginning, she's changed so much in a way to like we're like, wow, she's really good at wrestling, and I'm so like proud of her. But at the same time, in like our matches, like it's just not fair. She's just like a cheater. Like each time I wrestle her, there's a way for her to. I don't know. There's just something.
She's just sweet spot.
Or there's something with the promoters that they just want her to be the winner everywhere, and that's not right.
See, that's it, man. Then you some word of advice from old school wrestler right here is
break the leg.
You can always get your heat back after the match is over. You know what I'm saying? Just because she gets that arm raised, don't mean you can't Pearl Harbor her, man, and take her down and leave her laying in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling's rough. That's why they call it wrestling.
She wants to be the top Latina, top of the pyramid.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't know about that.
What's your finisher?
So it's a code breaker, but it's called the Vibe Killer.
What is it called?
I love that.
Killer. Yeah.
I think that's a dope ass name.
Oh,
I love
hell
that.
yeah! Damn, I just got it right now. The hell yeah.
See,
he's
sort of high right now too.
He just got hit with the Vibe Killer.
Exactly. As you see, these brothers love to get high. You know what I'm saying? Now that marijuana's legal. He's in.
Still on that 420.
Exactly. He's on that 420. He's like it carried over. But no, man, that's a good name. Exactly. That's awesome, man. What was I gonna say?
So what is the maneuver?
The code breaker.
It's a code breaker.
I remember as a kid when I'd watch wrestling, I used to say like, why do they keep saying manure? What the hell is that shit?
Fucking moron.
Crazy.
but what's up with the manure?
Gosh.
I hit you with that manure.
Exactly. See, you didn't hit the sap button.
Yeah, that's what I needed on the sap button.
The sap button.
¿Qué quiere decir manure?
Oh man. So I got a question. What about all the young girls, man, that go to these shows? I know some of the shows have been in bars. I've seen some of the shows that you said that are in bars, and those are more adult-based shows, which are crazy in general because half the people are drunk and everything, this and that. But what about like the family-oriented shows and stuff like that, where you got the little girls in the crowd who look just like you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so yeah, like there's actually like there's a story for that too, and it's crazy because like I look back and then I think to myself like, wow, like that was me at one time, so as an example, I'm wrestling on RCW, which is like River City Wrestling here, and it's like here like in San Antonio, and there was actually like like a little girl that came up to me and she was like, like, can I take a picture with you, like so, like, she's just like real sweet, just telling me about, how much she loves me as a wrestler and, things like that. And I'm like, wow, like me, like, how is that possible? Like, it was me, like being the fan one time, and, like, just like looking out and seeing them cheer for me and boo me sometimes. Like, at the same time, it's like, wow, like, that's crazy to see that. And, like, I just want to be like that role model for, like, the girls to actually know that they can do it too, like, they can grow up and do like the exact same thing that like I'm doing now. Maybe even 10 times better than I am. Like like that's just it's just really inspiring, and it's humbling to see that and experience it.
So yeah,
cool.
That's
cool.
the beauty of wrestling, though, is that like if you love wrestling, you respect all wrestling. You don't dog any of it because you know the work.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then wrestling also has that one thing in life where some person started doing this because they saw it off that person, and then he did it this way, and it just keeps evolving that way, and everything just gets better.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, and then also, being like a fan of like that specific show as a kid, like I was so young, I was just like watching it, and it's crazy, to be like behind like the curtain, getting ready for my match. And when I like debuted at that show, like I was actually like tearing up in the back because like I was a fan one time and I was sitting in the front row, and I was with my great grandfather who was not with me anymore, like things like that. And it's just thinking to myself like, wow, like he's probably out there like watching me still to this day, and that's crazy. Like just thinking about it now,
That is great.
Yeah, Simone.
Mm-hmm.
What one thing that I've noticed in hybrid is like the women are really starting to kick ass in that. Like, is there like your training and all that? How's all that schedule go? How does that work?
Oh yeah, so like training here at hybrid is Monday through Thursday. It's 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's like 3 hours of straight, like kicking our ass pretty much. Like we got Coach Mark. He's out there like having us do cardio drills, and and then there's about 4 rings now. So there's a ring with Funaki, there's one with Marvel, and then there's one with Coach Mark. So it's all of us, just in different rings every day. Like Funaki has you doing like like Japan style, and that's hard. Like it's crazy. Like it's killing you because it's like so much cardio like everywhere. So it's just like learning in all different rings, and then like like I said, like it's at the same time you're having to do like the gym work too, like outside of wrestling. So it's a lot. And but like I said, it's like the best school that I think that there is in San Antonio.
Awesome.
Yeah, because it does seem that way with everyone that you see from it. Like everyone really looks like they're enjoying what they're doing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's something that you really don't see with others. Everyone's kind of always beefing. And it always seems like you guys are really happy to throw this show and really do it out and get out there and do your best.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's a good environment, like it's just very like it's just like a positive place to be in at the same time, because like you have like the great like Coach Marvel, Coach Mark, and like Funaki, like they're just great coaches to us, and like they're just giving us like these opportunities, like seminars, and like opportunities on the weekends to come in and train. Like that's a big thing now, like because I hear stories like back then, like these people like they weren't able to come in and train like whenever that they wanted to. Nowadays, we have the ring there, so why not use it? Why not use that time to train? So
yeah, I believe if I would have encountered that, if that was available to me at a young age, I would have ended up wrestling.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
It was nowhere. You'd have to drive across 3 states, to have an old man just slap you around
and take your money and shit.
And take your money, and that's it.
His name is Manny.
His name is
Yeah, no,
Manny.
hell no, Manny would have taught you some shit. I would have taught you, and that's what's up, man. Is I taught
He
my students when I ran my wrestling school for a while. I
Yeah.
taught them everything about the business, the
Yeah.
ins and outs, and I'm not gonna break kayfabe or nothing like that, but I learned and I taught them that you are your own business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told them there's no reason, especially like yourself, since you've been wrestling for, a handful of years now, there's no reason why you shouldn't have a T-shirt. You shouldn't have 8x10 glossies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
invest in yourself, and then you'll get a sponsor that'll pay for that stuff. And then all they want to do is have a picture autographed by you and hanging in their business. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't think outside the box, and it's like, yeah, this $25 for a match is okay, but you still need to eat and gas money and this and that. So that extra little, $40 you made out for merch goes a long way. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't teach that. I know Marvel does. Marvel's teaches the whole side of the business, and which is a good thing because this business is crazy. The business is crazy, and you've been in it for a handful of years now, and I've known that you probably see some craziness. So I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, so it's just crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? But you are your own business. You know what I'm saying? You have to market yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool.
Totally.
So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, like I said, like everything that you said right now is basically what Marvel tells us every day, just like investing in ourselves, making sure that we look great. He might sound like a mean man, but he's really just trying to help us.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
and
said,
and
you could see it with the hybrid that they're doing things right. You could see it,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and you can
definitely.
hear it from the people when you talk to them about it that
Yeah.
they're doing things right.
Yup.
The only issue is Miss Michelle walking around like she runs the shit, but we could do something
The
about that.
cheater, the cheater.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
Exactly.
we got some brewing here. I'm telling you,
I'm telling you,
it's
we got
key
we got a
vibes,
match.
right?
Exactly.
Oh no,
Like
hold
I
on,
said,
hold on.
yeah, like my time's gonna come. Like I told you guys, like I'm not gonna say it again, but my time's gonna come, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, she wasn't joking. She was."
Oh
And you're
shit!
Shit,
and
well,
fair and square, and
No
Manny's
shit.
gonna
Yup.
be on your corner and Marvel on the other one.
There you
oh
go.
shit.
And she's gonna get the 1, 2, 3 with their hand raised.
That's right.
Miss
Telling you,
Inside Match.
yeah.
Or
Hey.
or the 10 count. We don't know.
Oh.
It ain't no 10 count. She's gonna get the clean win.
The
She's gonna
clean
get the
win.
clean win inside the ring, brother.
That's
It
hell
ain't no
yeah.
count out. Telling you, brother.
All right.
So, well, Miss Michelle, I mean Miss Michelle, I apologize. See,
Oh,
we were
oh,
talking about the
oh,
cheater.
oh,
We
uh
talked. We were talking
oh,
about the cheater. I fucked
uh
up. We were talking
Hey,
about the cheater.
she's
oh,
getting
oh,
I
in
don't
your
know about
head.
this.
She's getting it. She's in my head
oh.
already. Ting
Not a
out. What
cheater.
the hell?
Fuck that.
What
That's
kind of
what
shit is
Vibes is
that?
talking about right there.
It's those
She's
bubble guts.
Yeah.
This is the
See,
shit.
that's her game plan, right, Miss Vibes?
I think so.
See, yup, that's what it is. She tricks you. She tricks you. That's what it is.
she
See,
tricks you
so
to lay on your back and take the fall or the count. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Take the ball. Take the pinfall.
Yeah.
You take it. I said right now, just like some old school Hulk Hogan right there. She wrote the book. You laid out. I'm the booker. I designed my character. You're taking a fall tonight, regardless. I'm like, girl, I'm 6'2", 300 some pounds. I don't care. I'm clean right in the ring. Yup, I'm going over in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, man. Let's go ahead and take this home because I know Key Vibes got some shit to do. You know what I mean, and all that good stuff. But is there anything else you want to throw out there?
No, yeah, like for sure, like I said, if there's any, like females out there, like little girls, like especially, like Latina community, I just want everybody, like the girls mostly, like to know that, like you can do it. I struggled as as like a teenager. I always had issues with my weight, but if you set your mind to it, you have like this goal in your mind. Just put like your mind and your heart to it, and it's all gonna like depend on you. So, if you want to be like a wrestler and you have a dream of being like on WrestleMania someday, just like set your mind and heart to it, and one day you'll probably be there. And it's taking time for me, but I feel like as I keep going, things are gonna get better. And I just like every day that I wake up, I'm just grateful for like the opportunities that I get. So like I said, don't give up. Just keep dreaming and keep on making those goals bigger than they are.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
That's
That's
what's up.
the word.
You're a champion. Seriously, you're already a champion.
Exactly. I mean
Mhm.
that mindset is hard to come by. But like, where can do you got anything coming up? And then like, what kind of social media do you have so some people can check out your matches
Where can they
and
find you?
stuff like that? Yeah. How can they find you?
Yeah, so for sure, like so like I said back then, I used to wrestle as Kiki Vibes. So if you go on YouTube, you can just Google Kiki Vibes versus, and you'll see all my matches up there. Even like on Title Match Network, I have a few things on there with RCW, and then
Nice.
coming up on the 15th of May, that'll be on a Sunday. I'll be over there at RCW. It's
Okay.
gonna be a show with Bushwhacker. Old school Bushwhacker
Yeah.
will be up.
Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah,
Luke?
so if y'all want to come down too, that'll be great.
Oh shit.
Man,
Yeah,
thank you.
so
You never know.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then also Grounded Outlaw Wrestling is coming up again, so I'll also be on that one. Which
Okay.
yeah, so I believe on that one, I forgot the date. I believe it's July 9th is a
Okay.
Grounded Outlaw.
Okay.
So those are my shows coming up. Hopefully
Now,
I'll
don't
get
they
some bookings between the
don't they don't they run their shows at that Trader place?
No, it's at the Woodlawn Gym.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Cool, cool, cool. So they can look it up on the internet and find that.
Yeah,
Any,
for
So
sure.
any
that's cool.
Facebook, Instagram, anything?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then and then on Instagram, it's at Vibes Key, and then I also have a Twitter, and it's under at Raging Vibes, and then you can also find me on Facebook. Just go ahead and type in Key Vibes, and you'll see my page up there too.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
that's
That's
pretty
cool.
much all I have for social media. So if you want to check me out, go ahead.
That's what's up.
Right on, right on. Well, it's been a pleasure.
It really has.
Yep. Thank you guys.
And
Yeah, I really appreciate you.
yeah, I really want to tell you that I think you got it. You really do. Just don't give up. I think you're gonna make it far. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully.
Yeah. No, you
Yeah,
will.
no,
You
you
will.
just keep your nose to the grind, man, and
Yeah.
you got it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? Awesome, awesome. KFT, you got any last words for the young lady?
I just want to say Key Vibes is the shit, and everyone look her up. Go watch her if you're in San Antonio, in that area, and check it out. And I want to give a shout out to A Luna, one of Top Hit's biggest fans. Thanks for the support, the love. He's the sponsor. We love you, brother.
Yep. All right.
Definitely, definitely.
All
Alrighty then.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much,
Key
Big
Vibes.
Vibes.
All right, guys. Thank y'all
Vibes
so
up
much.
on
Too.
my
I
head.
really appreciate it.
all right.
All right, much love.
Give a thumbs up if you know what's up, and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Talk is a shit!